comes.
Christ almighty.
Who can tell me first how what was the first scene I ever did with Ken?
Subway.
Yes. He was a chef in the cafe that I broke through the door and threw him against the mirror, and he ended up playing the character not long after that. So that's interesting, right there.
Yeah.
Connection.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh.
Yeah, what the fuck? You said I couldn't ask any questions.
Go ahead. No, I want to. Do you have a question?
Doesn't it suck to get cranky and old?
Just moderate. Don't worry about what we're doing over here.
We got 45 minutes left.
Hey, Ken, I need a guy about 8'3". Can you beat the shit out of this guy?
What's up?
What's up? Yeah, what's up?
Yes, go ahead. Just step. Yep.
All of you in your prime when you were ready to play Jason.
I'm still in my prime, fuckhead.
So sit your scrawny ass down. You're done.
You're right. Sit down, buddy.
That's a quick answer and not a joke. If all of us were to battle each other, Ted White would beat our asses.
We do over here. Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
You've all had epic moments.
Speak up.
You've all had amazing moments in your own movie. Is there any moment from another movie that you wish you were Jason for?
So that's the question was, they've all had their own moments in the roles that they played, but was there ever a role as Jason that they didn't play that they would have liked to, like a kill or whatever?
Was there others besides part 6? I apologize, I missed that. Go ahead, Steve. I know you got an answer.
No, I'm sitting here with my finger in my ass. I don't know how to answer that question.
What's an interesting question, though?
All right, what's the answer then?
My answer is that I always liked the very opening of part 6, where CJ had all the bugs and shit on him, because I was inspired by that scene when I did a movie shortly after that called Prison. And thinking of that scene, and I hope it was you that did it, see, I guess, no? Yeah. And because of that, I added something to a character called Forsyth in a movie called Prison. John Beekler was doing my effects. I did full body makeup, and I put live night crawlers in my mouth for the scene, because I was a rotted corpse and I had to scream, and I thought worms coming out of my fucking mouth would look pretty good. So I was inspired by that. Was one of the scenes that impressed John Beekler, who was doing the makeup effects on Prison, to try to cast me as Jason in part 7. So you doing a good scene in part 6 may have backfired on you there.
Anybody else? Anybody else have anything to add?
I forgot the question already.
Okay, so we'll move on. Okay, yes, go ahead. Yep, little man. Are you looking at me? Was it fun to be Jason? Anybody? Was it fun to be Jason?
No, I hated it. I didn't like it at all. I want to sit here tonight.
Tell them about your eye. Tell them about your shoes.
I got to sit with all these jerky guys up here. It's really tough, you know what I mean?
So yes, I loved it. Yes, he did have fun playing Jason. That's just his way of saying it.
I think we all like playing Jason real privileged.
Go ahead.
So over the years, Jason's been in a lot of places, gone to
Wait a minute, I got something else I want to say about that.
Oh, good.
Wait a minute.
Can't wait.
Lady, stand up for a minute. Stand up, lady.
Lady?
Ladies, sit down. No, I got to tell you about the Jason thing. You know, what these guys had when they did the Jason, they knew there was a Jason. I didn't know there was a Jason. See, when I got the job, the name of there was a working title of Friday the 13th Part 2. You could sit down. Sit down. back to you in a half hour. That's all, Dave. All right? Good. Best promoter in the world, Dave Hagen, who runs this show. Right there. Mr. Dave Hagen. That's what you get me back next time. Little sucker.
That's huge, son.
No, when I got the job, though, you have to remember that there was a working title of the film wasn't Friday the 13th Part 2, it was Jason. And I got a call, you know, and from Cliff Cuddy, who was the stunt coordinator, he said, listen, I got this job up here in Connecticut. This guy was playing Jason, and they're going to fire him because he can't do the stunts. So I'd really like you to come up and take the job. I said, what's the name of the film? He says, Jason. I said, what do you want me to do? He says, you're going to be Jason. I said, no shit. I got a lead role in the film. Then I find out I got no lines, I got a bag over my head, and I ain't going to be on the Johnny Carson show. So I didn't know what the hell, they said, get the bag. I said, what's the bag? They're going to cover your head? How the hell did I know they were doing that? And then they gave me shoes that didn't fit, and I had to put them on because they had to match the shit that they had going on in the movie, and I squeezed my feet in there because I needed the money. And my happiest day on the film was Friday when I got paid. And that's how I got the job, that I figured it all out myself. I was, limping along and chasing and getting kicked in the nuts, breaking my ribs. And these guys, they didn't do their own stunts, maybe King.
Yes.
I thought you were a pussy. I know Ted did his own stunts. Right, Ted? You did your own stunts?
What?
You did your own stunts?
I think I did.
CJ, I know you did yours. Tom Morgan, gotta have a lot of respect for him. He's done a lot of films, a lot of stunts. But that'd be nice to the guy.
I like that.
And you don't say shit down the end.
You do all my
He
talking.
says, I gotta be here, I'll be here. What I gotta do?
I did every stunt in Part 7. Every stunt in Jason Goes to Hell, every stunt in Jason X. But there was one stunt that in Jason Takes Manhattan that they would not allow me to do. And it's one I had done before, but they were worried if I busted my knee or something that it would affect the shooting. So a lot of you probably already know this, but Ken doubled me in that movie getting hit by the police car. And so I guess I can't say accurately that I always did all my own stunts, but he did that one in that movie, but all the other ones I did. At the time, in Part 7, the fire stunt I did was the longest anyone had ever been on fire in one take, so that was kind of cool at the time.
Will you let this lady ask a question? Get up, lady. Lady, get up, lady. What's your question?
Okay, so as I was saying, Jason's been a whole lot of places, met with a few other characters like Freddy. Is there any location or other character you would want your Jason to team up with if you were doing another movie?
No.
Michael. Jason and Michael together beating the fuck out of Freddy leather stain.
Actually, Robert Englund and I have been talking about a project where we would bring a fan in, where it would be like Freddy versus Jason versus, well, a fan. So you got this, the outcast kid who gets bullied all the time, but he's an aficionado on Freddy and Jason, and all the scrapbooks and everything. And he figures out one day, well, they started out as like mere mortals, and now they're these, immortal killing machines. And he goes on a quest to find out how that happened. And we think that'd be very cool to bring a fan in as a third for the movie.
And I want to take on Kane. Hodder?
So Jason won't fight himself and fight himself?
So she then said, what about Jason versus Jason?
I just said that. I want to take on King.
There you go. Jason X comes to Earth in a time travel thing. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead,
There's been talks where Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash was in the works right after Freddy vs. Jason was done. Now there's been several different interviews where Campbell denied it, but then there's an interview with Campbell that said he accepted it if it was proposed to him. What are all of y'all's thoughts on that? Would you be cool if that came your way?
The question was in reference to Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
When we finished Freddy vs. Jason and it had just come out, the producers came to Robert Englund and I and said, we want to get Ronnie, you, Robert, and myself together and do Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash. And we all said we were on board. And then time went by, and we just stopped hearing about it. And the comic book came out, but we have not heard anything since.
Thank you.
We'll go all the way in the back, yeah. Not you, yeah. Yeah?